So welcome to the Karuna Trees YouTube channel. My name is Veda Spidle, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here with all of you today. There's been quite a few difficult things going on in the world, as we all know. For some of us, maybe in our own backyards, there's been difficult news. And so with all of this, I was really inspired this morning to do a chant, to do a mantra meditation for myself. And as I started to contemplate that, I realized that I really would love to share it with all of you. So for all of you who are joining, welcome to Guided Mantra. And the mantra that came to me for today is Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ. It's associated to Lord Ganesh, which is one of the most beloved and known Hindu deities, and he's here in this murti, in this statue. And we're not doing this on a religious basis, but it's just really beautiful what Ganesh represents. He represents, getting through obstacles, getting through perceived obstacles, tapping into our inner courage, working through fear. And there's so much of that going on, and something that maybe a lot of us are looking at doing for ourselves to kind of work through some of that stuck energy, some of the fear, some of the troubled energy. So enter Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ. Now, for those of you that are new to meditation, it is an instrument of the mind and thought. And so if you break down mantra, which is a type of meditation that we'll be doing today, it's manas means to think, associated to the mind, and tra designates tools or instruments to set free. So a mantra can be a sound, a syllable, a word, a phrase that's repeated over and over again for its powerful effects on the mind. And these effects are also believed to resonate through the entire human psyche and energy systems. So Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ is what we're going to be resonating internally and externally today as our mantra meditation. And something else I want to share with you guys is on using a mala. So for those of you that don't have a mala, that's completely fine. This is what a mala looks like. It has 108 beads, and it has a guru bead at the somewhere in the center if you were to wear it. And the guru means to bring from darkness to light. And so the guru bead, you actually never cross over when you're using your mala. And a mala really just translates as an instrument for chant, as a tool for chant, but it's also believed to be very sacred. So when you're using a mala, you're going to use it with your right hand, and you're using it between your thumb and your middle finger. Let me make sure I have that correct. I believe that's correct. It's a lot of information. So you're gonna just use your thumb, and you're using your thumb to move the bead one at a time towards you. So as we chant Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ, you're rolling the bead towards you, okay? Oh, you're welcome. All right, so you're rolling that towards you. Now, for when you do get to the end, right, and don't worry if all of this is new for you, just do your best. The intention is most important. When you get to the end of the first full 108 beads, the first full round, and you get to the guru bead that is associated to bringing from darkness to light, you never cross over it. So what you do instead is you turn the mala over, and then you continue, okay? Now, if you don't have a mala, you can use the segments on your fingers. So you'll notice on your 4 fingers, you have 3 segments on each finger. And so you use your thumb, and each segment is as if it was one bead. And you just gently press your thumb into that segment. And there's 12 spaces. You do this 9 times, it equals 108. So a little bit of math here. But most of all, just that you're chanting, that your heart is in it, your intention is there, and just know we're doing it together. So that's fine. Let me make sure that I have everything else here that I want to share with you guys before we tune into the class. So something else about Ganesh, he is also associated to the root chakra, and that root chakra is a wheel of energy, and we all have energy points in our body, and some of the 7 main ones are usually shown vertically, right? So we have this on the Sushumna, on the energy channel through the center. And so the root chakra, Ganesh is associated to the root chakra. And again, that's as we strengthen ourselves, as we root and ground, we are able to work through that fear, through that stuck energy that's associated to fear, to bringing ourselves back into, feeling courage and inner strength. And the root also has a bij mantra. It has a seed mantra, and it's Lam. So it's spelled in English as Lam, and it's sung in the same way as Om. So that's what we'll be using today in the beginning and end of class instead of Om. Now, for props, you want to have, pillows, blankets, anything that supports you sitting upright or reclined back at a neutral spine, a neutral, however you're reclining back, that your spine is as neutral as possible. And we will be doing a few gentle stretches in the beginning seated. If you don't want to do the stretches, you can skip them. That's completely fine. Okay, and just scanning here one more time as you set yourself up into a comfortable seat. Just know that we will have singing bowls at the end, so if you want to stay for that, you have anything you need for laying down comfortably for the sound healing portion. But one of the most beautiful sound healing tools is our voice, and that's what we're using today for this mantra meditation. And if you have a mala, if you don't, you can just put your hands together. If you have a mala, we want to activate it, we want to bless it and bring in a pure positive intention into the mala. And this is also said to support the mala in supporting us. So when we wear it, it helps to protect us. So you can hold the mala between your palms, you can hold it at the heart, you can hold it at the third eye. So once you're seated comfortably, set up your mala or just your hands. Let's take a sigh breath, close the eyes. Let it go. Just let that information integrate for a moment. Keep holding the mala. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. And infusing your mala with your intention. Activating the mala, supporting the energetic space around us. So for those of you that have your mala, we're activating it so that it can deliver its full potential. It's okay if you don't have one, just hold your intention. Another few breaths here, keeping your intention, letting the heart soften a little bit more. Now you can continue to hold the mala between the palms if you have one. If you want to stack hands and mala on heart center, you may do that as well. We'll begin with 3 rounds of Lam, sung in a similar way as we sing Om. Let's first inhale together. Let it go. And inhale for Lam. Keeping your eyes closed, remain as you are. And bring into your awareness now an obstacle or obstacles that you feel you would like to move through, to work through. They can be emotional, can be physical, can be real life situations. It might just be a sense or a feeling. Bring that into your awareness. Bring your attention down to the root, energetically feeling your sitting bones deeply rooted, imagining roots growing down through all the layers of the earth, wrapping around the core. Elongating the spine if that's available to you. Visualizing energy moving freely up and down the length of the spine and through the body. And bring into your mind's eye Ganesh, or what he stands for. And with knowing that he is believed to govern our root chakra, the chakra associated to the earth element, our connection to the earth, all that grounds us, associated to being stable in our lives for basic survival and emotional needs, such as letting go of fear. Keeping him in your mind's eye, take a moment to honor either Ganesh or what Ganesh stands for. This is your foundation. Keep a steady breath. Keep the eyes closed, keep breathing. We will chant Om Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ as a way to invoke a sense of courage and power within ourselves. Allowing any energy that needs to be transformed at the root to transform in its time. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. Om Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ, honoring the strength that is within ourselves. So if you have your mala, oh, just kidding. We're going to do a little light stretching. You can keep the eyes closed. If you have your mala, you might choose to put it in your lap as long as it's not on your feet. You might choose to put it on over the neck or just off to the side on a pillow. Sitting tall, again, feeling the rooting through the sitting bones, feeling yourself held by the earth. And inhale to sit a little taller. If you can't stretch with us, that's okay. Visualize it with your exhale. Slowly lower chin to chest and rock the head side to side. Then bring your head up to neutral. Let the breath go. And then hinge forward if that's available to you and draw circles with the upper body, top of the head, drawing circles around the hips. This helps to move energy. And we want to support ourselves in that as we set up for chanting. Reverse direction. And sit tall. Side stretch to the right. I'm mirroring you. Right hand to the floor in line with the hips. Left hand to the left hip, or the left arm can go up and overhead. If you have to open your eyes, keep a soft gaze, remaining connected to our inner selves. Inhale to come up, and then exhale over to the other side. Inhale, come up, release the arms, and then if you're sitting cross-legged and if it's available to you, change the cross of your feet. A few shoulder rolls, inhale the shoulders up, exhale them back and down. 2 to 3 more. Reverse direction. And reverse once to reset, up, back, and down. Left hand to the floor in line with the hip, side stretch. Right arm can go up and over if that's available to you. Easy breathing. So these movements help us to settle into our bodies, giving ourselves a chance to be more present. Inhale, come up. Exhale over to the other side. Keep breathing. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. 2 shoulder shrugs. Squeeze the shoulders up vertically. Exhale, let them drop. Once more. And bring the soles of the feet together. If that's not available to you, stretch the legs straight out in front of you. You can sit tall or hinge forward, take a slight fold, keep the spine elongated. Easy breathing. This is really gentle. We're not trying to push ourselves into any extremes. We're just letting our bodies know that it's okay to settle, that we're safe in the body, that we're safe in this moment, and creating a space of safety around us. So let everything that you're doing right now be gentle and mindful. Another breath. And bring yourself upright. Draw the knees together. If that's not available, have your legs out in front of you. And if your legs are out in front of you, bounce the knees. If you are seated like me, you can do a few windshield wipers side to side. So we'll do this for a few more breaths. If there is any other stretches that your body is calling out for, go ahead and take those now. And come back to center when you feel ready. Setting yourself up now for the chanting. So we're doing 3 full rounds of Om Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ, and I did message the words, the mantra, in the live chat so you could see what that looks like. Now if you have a mala, you're holding the first bead that's next to the guru bead between the middle finger and the thumb. The pointer finger is not involved here, it kind of just hangs out. It's okay if the other fingers are involved. And the guru bead is facing you, facing the heart, right? And as we chant, we're going to pull 1 bead down at a time towards us. If you don't have a mala, again, you're using the segments of your fingers, moving the thumb through each segment, and it's 12 segments. You're doing that 9 times. Don't worry about counting it. I'll be keeping count. And just giving yourself a way to focus. So that's one of the beautiful things of this sacred chanting instrument, this counting tool, is that it also helps us to remain focused, as does using the thumb to the segments of the fingers. On the first round, we're chanting out loud. On the second round, we will be chanting in a whisper. On the third round, we will be chanting internally with no vocals externally, okay? So first round out loud, second round a whisper, third round will be quietly internally. All right, sitting up or elongated spine. Anything else you need to readjust, go ahead and do that now. Feeling yourself again rooted. You can reroot yourself as many times as you need to, feeling the earth holding you. Take a deep breath in, let it go, and we begin. Om Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ. 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 So if you've gotten to the Guru bead, if you have a mala, you're going to turn it around. So again, the Guru bead is facing you. The mala is hanging over the middle finger of the right hand. This is also a good time if you need water to make any adjustments for your comfort, but remain connected to your inner world. Okay, so in this round, we are whispering. Let's take a sigh of breath. And inhale to begin. Om Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ. 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 When you've reached the Guru bead, turn again the mala over. Guru bead facing you. A good time again to readjust if you need to have some water. And remember, as you chant, as you work with a mala, if you have one, or if any of this is new for you, don't worry about making mistakes. It's all about the intention, about being present with yourself, about rooting down and invoking what Ganesh stands for, that's within us, our courage. So as we strengthen our grounding and our rooting, as we strengthen ourselves in our bodies, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, as all of that is balanced, our courage becomes easier to reach, becomes easier to work with and from. So allow yourself to trust the process that you're working through, to trust that whatever needs to be transformed, whatever energy needs to be transmuted, that it is transmuted through your intention, through your commitment to yourself and to any practice that you find powerful and strengthening and positive for yourself, just as we're doing here with chanting mantra. So for this third round, we are chanting non-vocally, allowing the mantra to resonate inside. Let's take a deep breath in. Let it go and begin. Relax the muscles of the face. Keep going. Stay with it if you can. Stay with it. Stay with it. Take your time if you're still chanting mantra. If you've completed, you can put your mala into your hands around the neck. You can close the hands over the mala or bring the palms together and just sit quietly for a few moments here. And so there's a lot of different forms of meditation, this way of focusing the mind. Gives us a chance to contemplate, reflect, to visualize. Today we focused on Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ, invoking our courage. Notice how this mantra meditation felt for you. Just sit with it. Just be. There's no right or wrong. Bring again into your awareness any obstacles that you feel you are working through. It could be any kind. And see if you can soften around it. Visualizing again yourself growing roots, feeling those roots growing deep into the earth, past all the layers of the earth wrapping around the core. Feeling your foundation steady beneath you, growing tall from that place of steadiness. The heart open. And now as you inhale, visualize a white light above you. And as you exhale, it pours down and through you, all the space around you, cleans away anything that is ready to go, anything that doesn't serve you. Visualize it going into the earth where it can be transformed. Our dear Mother Earth, she has the ability to do that. Let's do that one more time. As you inhale, visualize a white light above you, and as you exhale, it showers down around you and through you and soaks into the earth, taking with it anything that needs to be transformed. And now with your next inhale, visualize a light at heart center. Exhale here. With your next inhale, visualize that light growing all around you, a golden light surrounding you, filling you. See it all around you, protecting you. And now from here, slowly transition into a shape that feels comfortable for you for sound healing. You may choose to have your mala resting on the heart, on the abdomen. You might choose to have it in one of your palms. Follow yourself intuitively here. You might choose to not have it on you. You might choose to have it on a pillow next to you. So if you have a mala, taking a moment to place it where it feels right. Thanking it. If you don't have a mala, that's okay. The greatest sound healing and chanting instrument is yourself. Remember that. Making any adjustments that you need to so that you are comfortable to just be, whether you're resting on the floor, reclined, maybe you're in your bed, or you're choosing to sit upright. Do what you feel is most supportive for you at this moment. Letting the mantra resonate once more internally as you repeat to yourself, excuse me, as you repeat to yourself, Om Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ. Gaṇapataye is another name that Ganesh is known by. So we are invoking what Ganesh stands for. We are allowing ourselves to work through fear, being the seat of our courage. Om Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ. Allow the body to relax. Allow it to relax so much that if any emotion needs to move, allow it to move in a safe way. Whether you need to cry, if you need to have a tantrum on the floor, if you just need to laugh or smile. And maybe for you right now, it's just being still. There's no right or wrong. Honor your process. Relax the body. Let the bones be heavy. And feel the earth beneath you, holding you, supporting you, so that you can relax in the way that you're holding yourself right now. Relax. This is your time for integration, for energy to be able to move freely, for the mantra, for the sounds, the vibrations that we created internally and externally to clear and to help cleanse us, to empower us. Deep breath in. Audibly let it go. Let your awareness for a moment now rest on your breath, feeling it move in and out of the nose. Every inhale, the belly expands. Every exhale, the navel drops. See if you can feel the breath begin at the pelvic floor. The inhale builds from the pelvic floor and expands. The belly builds up into the ribs and the heart space. And as you exhale, relax the chest, ribs, and belly. few more conscious breaths, but keep the rest of the body relaxed. And now start to release any control with your breathing. Let it begin to move on its own. And follow your exhales to that place of stillness and peace inside. That space inside is always there. And even if right now you're accessing it for just moments at a time, or if you're still searching, that's okay. Just stay with the process. Follow every exhale to that place of stillness until you find yourself in a place of just being. And allow yourself to just be. Awareness returns to the breath. Remain still for a moment. Just feel yourself breathing. Feel the breath expand so that you feel as if the whole body is breathing. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, a gentle awakening, keeping the eyes closed if you can. Maybe a full body stretch, windshield wipers, or you can hug the knees into the chest. Just moving and stretching in a way that feels good for you. Try to still keep the eyes closed. And roll over into the fetal position on your comfortable side. Take care to support your head. And deepen the breath. You can remain here for as long as you need to. If you wish to join me in seated, slowly press yourself up. Try to still keep the eyes closed or soft gaze. You may choose to have your mala on or in your hands if you have one. You may choose not to. Your hands can be at the heart, at the third eye, or maybe stacked palms facing up with the mala at the root. The breath beginning the pelvic floor, building up towards the heart space, keeping the spine elongated as you let the breath go from the top point down. Feel how every breath, every deep breath is anchoring and stabilizing. And know that you can chant this mantra internally, externally, at any time to remind yourself of your innate courage, that you have the ability to work through whatever it is, whatever perceived obstacles are in your way, or any stuck energy, anything that you might feel is troubling you. You have that strength within you. Gaṃ Gaṇapataye Namaḥ. You can stay where you are with the hands, or you can bring the palms together at heart center, and we'll close with a single sound of Lam. Feel it originate from the root. Receive your breath. Bowing head to heart in honor of each other, ourselves, and this practice. Thank you today for showing up for yourself, for each other, and it's an honor to guide you. Namaste.